Okay, folks, I'm going to try and make this as quickly as I can. First off, for all of you out there that are experiencing gang stalking and gaslighting, you probably already know what this is. And as far as this Dallas Goldbug is concerned, I expressed to him um, several times, try to have conversations with him before I realized I was talking to a boiler room full of people, and that's why I was never getting any kind of genuine response back on a regular basis. So I started doing some research and I got a hold of his phone number and I tried to reach Ed Chiarini, if that's even his name, if he's even real, because we really don't have any first-hand knowledge, guys. All we have is a couple of videos and the guy's basically calling us all idiots for accusing him of using some symbol of the sacred G, the Masonic symbol, the Fibonacci scale, or whatever you want to call it. And anyway, um, kind of makes you wonder about this fellow. And not just that, he ends up on all these bizarre talk radio shows that you've never even heard of before. And it kind of makes you wonder if this was all a publicity stunt to get these people um, some more publicity. And I'm also noticing that when he's on these shows, they're not having people call up and ask questions. Now, the thing that I was trying to get to with the gang stalking and gaslighting is I asked him, because I know how bad it is on folks that aren't exposing the truth as much. And if he is really doing what he says he is, they would have him under complete and total mind control stress because they can use all kinds of technology to get through to you, including your cell phone, and most importantly, your cell phone. And they can literally turn your car off from your cell phone while you're driving. So, folks, this shit's serious, and this guy has had a hand in making comments about this type of weaponry. If you Google some of these names that I've come up for the guy, because I'm finding that his last name may not be Chiarini, I'm coming up with evidence that shows that it's possibly missing 3 letters in front of it, either a PAC in front of it or a PIC in front of it. I haven't gotten to the bottom of that yet. I investigated the connection with the Rhodes Group. The Rhodes Group is showing to be a real estate company. So basically, Ed is not living at this place, this address that he acts like he's living at, unless it's a warehouse place or some kind of office building. I mean, it does say suite, and suites can be anything from a freaking mail drop to a rental office where you're sharing it with like 100 people. So, there's no telling. There's just no telling. Is the Rhodes Group really just a real estate company? Maybe they are. It could be a coincidence. I just think, considering that I gave him the information about all of this stuff, he never even bothered to go and look up his own freaking records to see what would come back. I would have done that if I was him. I would assume, hey, this person's sending me, this dude keeps sending me these emails and saying, look at all these records and all the connections. The first thing I'd do if I was in on it is I would go and check and check anything. And, he thought he was cool. He thought he was cool. And maybe he was cool. Because all you gotta do, guys, is make a little blurb somewhere, and they have the ability to affect the dates that are showing up, okay, guys? There's one person's link on one of the channels that showed the video was posted 42 years ago. Now, every time I post a video, it's showing that my video was posted a week ago when I just posted it. Stuff like this, to make our numbers look bad, and I never see my numbers match. I can sit there and look at it through just a Google bar, and it'll show that I have like 13 hits on a video when I actually have over 100 and something. They're totally screwing with their numbers and all of that. So all he had to do, and he knows what he's doing. He's in the internet marketing, guys. Okay, he's not stupid. He's really freaking smart. We're dealing with a really smart guy here. And I only got the connection between the truck sell and him because of the address. And then there was one little blurb somewhere that mentioned that that was his grandfather. Okay. Now the thing is, all of the pictures out there, dude. Number one, they're all Shady McGrady. Some of them have been altered. I'm surprised he would put them out there. But maybe, just because we see the one guy in the video a couple of times, doesn't mean he's still alive. Doesn't mean he is who he says he is. Doesn't mean he's one of them, or he is or isn't. It doesn't mean any of this. It just means that we've seen this guy in the video. He could be an actor. I mean, you just don't know, and he's not really trying to defend it. And he, on top of everything else, with all this evidence, he had the knowledge, and now, come on, he was able to block all those idiots all that time on his YouTube channel, and then they were able to block him? That man is sitting in a boiler room, people. Wake the hell up. He's telling you to turn them in. Now, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? That's all he ever says, right? Why doesn't he do something about it? If he's got all these connections in the FBI and all that crap, and if they're already turned into the feds, then what do we need to go reporting them for? I think what they're doing is they're lining us up. They're putting all this information out there, and then they're telling us, he's telling you specific people to go report them to, like the Secret Service. So they're just sitting there waiting for all the little sheeple to come to the slaughterhouse, and they were behind it the whole damn time, guys. He wants us to go out there and expose these people with his information, when he could just as easily do it himself. In fact, he's quite stupid for not doing it. I mean, he's not that dumb, guys. He wouldn't put out his picture. He wouldn't use his real voice. He wouldn't let his freaking address get out there. Guys, wake up. Think about it. People want to ask, why don't you show your face? Why don't you use your own voice? Because I'm not stupid. And he's not either. So, those pictures, maybe that's a gay guy, and that's like his ex-boyfriend. Who knows? I mean, yeah, we saw the guy in the video, and he was doing some talking. Great. And that's wonderful. But you know what? You don't ever see him on anymore. You don't see him making videos, and what if he just happened to plan this along with his cohorts, if they are in bed together, which it's really not looking too good for us, guys. I'm trying to keep an open heart. I really am. But, it would have been just perfect because he needed to get his personal videos down, and for them to just take his channel away, and then all of his personal videos are gone. So now it makes it look like he's racing to get all his videos back up online, when, guys, he had several extra YouTube channels the whole frickin' time. The whole time. And on top of that, there's this new channel that came out on Christmas Day. Because they knew they were about to kill the channel. So on Christmas Day, Slogo199 went ahead and was formed. And he's trying to act like, oh, I'm just helping out. I really don't like Ed. But this person gives all of Ed's new contact info and where to find Ed now. If you don't like somebody, what in the hell are you doing promoting them? Okay? Yeah, you might think their work is a little extraordinary or interesting or bizarre or just unbelievable, whatever. But you're not going to sit there and promote them. If you don't agree with them and you don't like them, you're not going to promote them. Give me a break. And I know that whoever is running the Dallas Goldbug channel, or at least whoever has been running it since December, is the same person running the Slogo199 account. And now I'm going to show you how I know that, guys. Here's the interior email. Look at the dates and times. You see any patterns going on there? I do. I see them. And see, there's algorithms in everything. And that's what I pay attention for. And I've noticed a connection to a lot of these people and the algorithms. And when they release stuff, it's a boiler room, guys. A boiler room full of marketers, agent provocateurs, trying to see how many sheeple they can get to come to the slaughterhouse. Because wouldn't it be easier for them to get us, all of us crazy-ass people that are going to be pissed off at them and actually stand up and fight their ass? Wouldn't it just be easier to get some solid information like this, looking solid? You think it's solid if you're ignorant. You might think the ear doesn't lie. Well, the ear is like the thing that gets thrown out of court the most, and I said that to David Acton, and he turned around and used it the next day. And tried to say it like it was his idea. He erased my message, and he blocked me, and I made it very clear. Everybody knows that it's not the ear. But if you didn't go and look that up, you wouldn't know. It's not that all of his matches aren't accurate, because they damn sure are. Most of them are. So, guys, just think about it. I mean, he had these channels all along. If he had these channels all along, then why in the world hasn't he just told us about these other channels? What is he hiding? Why won't he speak to any of us? Why won't he speak to the little guy? Right? And he doesn't even know who you or I or any of us are. Because he already has a planned agenda. He has a schedule. He has a schedule of shows to be on. And he's not going to talk to any of us. Our information, if we're not going to email it, it doesn't matter to him. So just keep that in mind, guys. Don't go turning anybody in. If you go turn in anybody, turn in the people doing the shit. You know, turn them in and say, look, is this guy correct? You know, this guy's telling us to go turn people in, so y'all might want to go look into it. I mean, come on. You think when you hear this guy that he's going to be a genuine person, somebody that you're going to be able to talk to, and you have information to share. Now, if you're not going to email him the information, you're not going to get a hold of him. That's just the way it is. He won't answer the phone, and then he'll change the number. So, I'm sorry, but I don't know how he could have ever gotten on any show, because you can't reach him. So, and we already know that Joyce Riley, she is living in Vienna County, so she's been one of the #1 people he's been on, but there was also another one that he never mentioned, and I think it's because it's all part of a big plan, and that was universallyaware.ning. Linda Jocelyn. I believe that they're somehow connected and in bed together, and I think all these people are, and these people are just people who needed to be promoted. Okay? So just remember that, guys. There's a motive, there's a method to their madness, and it is definitely madness. And I don't want you to get mad. I want you to get even. I want you guys to figure out what it is you gotta do to make sure that you protect yourself and that you don't get involved with any of these crazy, radical people that want to start World War III in our own country between ourselves. We don't need to be fighting with each other, you know. We don't need to be putting each other in the street. But if we're going to go out there and we're going to expose some truth, we better be truthful. And if we're not, we deserve what we get.